Welcome to Showhomes
and Move Miami collab. And we're here at her newest project in Coconut Grove. This house on Park Ave is gorgeous. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
We're here with Marisa from Showhomes Miami. Marisa, thank you again for coming on to Move Miami. Thank you for joining us and for talking about staging. Marisa is the best stager in Miami. We've worked together on an amazing property I sold in the Golden Triangle in Coral Gables at 911 Catalonia. We crossed paths just recently on a house I'm about to close on in Pinecrest that she designed and did an amazing job. And why is staging so important for an empty house?
When people first walk into an empty house, the first thing they're gonna notice is everything that's wrong with the house. They're gonna look at every hole in the wall, every crack on the floor, and everything that might not be right with the house. So if they're not looking at anything, they're gonna pick out all the defects. Now, if the house is furnished, now you're going to show them something else. Now they're looking at the spaces. Now they're looking at the sofa and saying, well, my sofa is that big, so my sofa will fit there. Oh, my coffee table is smaller than that, but it's okay. Or, oh, now I need a bigger dining table than the one that I have because this dining room is really large. So it makes people start thinking about themselves in the home when it's furnished.
This house on Park Ave is gorgeous. You did an amazing job. Who designed and built this?
Well, this house is designed by a developer. He does the designing and the building. He does everything. His name is Gonzalo Iglesias, and his wife is the realtor. So they're a dynamic duo.
This is top notch. For sale for $5 million or 5.5. It's in the heart of Coconut Grove. It's a beautiful, beautiful home. Where do you get your creative inspiration to do what you do?
Bueno, I have been staging for 15 years, so I've been doing this a long time. We love to see what's new and on trend in the market, so I go to trade shows, furniture shows, so I always know what's the latest and the greatest. Staging is really about not only making the house look beautiful, but also presented in a way that's neutral, that's going to appeal to the most amount of buyers. Being, on trend, but yet, not too crazy.
Why should every luxury realtor and developer in Miami have your number on speed dial?
Because if you want your house to sell for top dollar, you need to stage it. If you're not staging it, you're leaving money on the table every single time.
Not a lot of people have creative inspiration when they walk into an old space and can see through the clutter. Sometimes things are so cluttered, it's one of the things I ask my clients to do the most. We gotta declutter the space.
Absolutely.
I would rather on an old house, get everything out of there and have you guys put something in there to help it.
I call it selling the dream. So we're selling the ideal of what each house could look like. So it's really about knowing what furniture to place where, the scale, the size, the colors. So that's how we make each house unique and beautiful in its own way. So not every house is the same. And then when people walk into a house and they see it's completely vacant, they don't know what to do. They're like, well, where do I put my sofa? What size dining table is going to fit here? And more often than not, spaces look smaller when there's no furniture than when there is furniture.
For 911 Catalonia, which was a huge project, it was an 8,000 square foot build and there was a lot of empty space, but the finishes were gorgeous. Ramon Pacheco did this beautiful, beautiful addition to this triple lot in North Gables. And it was a combination and a touch of like old Mediterranean with like all these new modern finishes. And you guys really did an amazing job.
The Mediterranean type houses that people are trying to make them a little bit more modern, we know how to work with those houses. So we'll mix modern with transitional and make it feel on trend, even though it's an older home.
This is a really modern home here. We can work with whatever it is you're selling to make it be on brand, I guess, right?
Exactly, be on brand, be on point, and make it look beautiful so people want to live in the house.
And the house that we're about on this mutual transaction that's about to close in Pinecrest, it's like this. I love the flow. You walk right in, that you can see from inside to outside, and you see the water just like you do here with the pool. And the whole house flows, but it's because you tied it together.
Because we tied it together. Once it's done, it's like, oh yes, of course. But sometimes you get to the house and you're like, what am I gonna do here?
In Pinecrest, the developer did something cool. They left a fourth bedroom that could have been enclosed, and they left a wall open for it to kind of be a hybrid room. Like if you have another kid, you put the wall up and you're good and you have that fourth bedroom. But you guys designed it as like a living area, kind of like this. And everything cohesively comes together, and it's got a lot of the same neutral tones and the wooden look. How do you like tie in those pieces to the rest of the furnishings?
Well, not only do we look at the furnishings, we also think about the house itself. So what does the kitchen look like? What do the bathroom looks like? What do the hardware in the kitchen look like? So we tie in all those elements throughout the rest of the design of the house so that everything flows. So everything is very intentional. Every color, every rug, every piece of artwork, everything is thought through.
How early should these developers be reaching out to you, or sellers be reaching out to you in the process if that's the case?
The more time to plan, the better. But realistically, we need at a minimum at least 2 weeks. You can email me at msalas@showhomes.com or my cell phone, which is 305-582-4403.
Thanks again, Marisa.
My pleasure.
Thank you guys for touring this beautiful home in the heart of Coconut Grove. As you can see, the Showhomes team ties everything together. It's got everything you need to entertain. The kitchen's right there, the living room's there. And as you can see, outdoor shower, inline pool, and this beautiful setup right outside. Realtors, you need to stage something, call Marisa, call the team, drop us a like. Don't forget to move Miami.